Listen to me carefully. If I were alive in 2026, I would not tell you to think positive. I would tell you why positivity is being used against you. Most people today are not struggling because they are weak. They are struggling because they fundamentally misunderstand human nature. They believe the world operates on fairness, merit, and good intentions. It does not. And if this already makes you uncomfortable, good, that means you are paying attention. You see, in my time, the world was cruel, yes, but it was honest about its cruelty. A man knew where he stood. The powerful did not pretend to be your friend. The manipulator did not smile while twisting the knife. But in 2026, everyone smiles. Everyone is performing. Everyone is selling you something, even if what they are selling is themselves. And you are drowning in noise, notifications, opinions, voices telling you who to be, what to want, how to feel. You are not living your life. You are managing the anxiety of living up to other people's projections of what your life should be. This video is not about happiness. It is not about finding your purpose or manifesting your dreams. This is about psychological survival. Because the modern world is not designed to make you stronger. It is designed to make you dependent, distracted, and emotionally defenseless. So let me mentally armor you. Why 2026 is psychologically dangerous. You live in a time where everyone is performing confidence, but almost no one possesses it. In my era, people lied to survive. In 2026, people lie to feel important. Let me explain what I mean. Walk through your city. Observe your workplace. Scroll through your phone. What do you see? Performance. Endless performance. Everyone is curating an identity. Everyone is selling an image of success, happiness, strength. But beneath the surface, anxiety, insecurity, a gnawing sense that they are falling behind. The modern human has confused visibility with value. You believe that if you are not seen, you do not matter. So you post, you share, you explain your choices to strangers. You seek validation from people who do not even know your real name. Do you see the trap? In my time, solitude was respected. A man could retreat into his thoughts without being suspected of depression or antisocial tendencies. But now, silence is suspicious. Privacy is seen as having something to hide. You are expected to broadcast your inner world constantly, and if you do not, people assume you are either boring or broken. But here is what they will not tell you. The loudest people are often the most empty. In 2026, everyone wants attention, validation, or control, and they have more tools than ever to take it from you. Social media is not connection. It is psychological warfare disguised as community. Every post is a bid for status. Every comment section is a coliseum where people tear each other apart for entertainment. You have hustle culture telling you that rest is weakness. You have fake self-love gurus telling you that boundaries are selfish. You have loud confidence being mistaken for competence, while genuine skill is dismissed as arrogance if it does not come with a smile. Let me be clear, your generation is not weaker than mine, but you are fighting a different war. In my time, the enemy was scarcity, disease, explicit oppression. In yours, the enemy is abundance. Abundance of choice, abundance of information, abundance of people trying to program your mind. And the most dangerous part? You have been conditioned to see psychological armor as negativity. They call wisdom cynicism. They call boundaries toxic. They call self-protection trust issues. But I ask you, if you do not protect your mind, who will? Lower your expectations of people. Now, let us discuss the first piece of armor, understanding human nature without illusion. People are not good or evil. They are self-interested. And this is not a judgment. This is simply observation. You have been taught to expect fairness, loyalty, gratitude. You have been told that if you are kind, kindness will return to you. That if you work hard, you will be rewarded. That if you love deeply, you will be loved back. These are beautiful lies, and they will destroy you if you cling to them. Listen carefully. Expecting fairness from life leads to bitterness. Expecting consistency from people leads to disappointment. Because human beings are not consistent, they are contradictory, impulsive, and driven by emotions they do not even understand. I would not say trust no one. That is too simple. Instead, I say understand everyone and depend on no one. Let me give you examples from your world. You work at a company. You give your best effort. You believe that your dedication will be recognized, that your value is obvious. Then one day, you are passed over for a promotion. Someone less skilled but more politically savvy takes the position. You feel betrayed. But were you actually betrayed? Or did you simply misunderstand the game being played? Your workplace is not a meritocracy, it is a theater, and the people who succeed are not always the most talented, they are the most aware of what performance is required. Or consider friendships. You have people in your life who are warm and present when things are convenient, but when you need them, they are busy, they are dealing with their own problems, they ghost you. Again, you feel abandoned. But here is the truth. Most friendships are transactional. People bond over shared circumstances, shared entertainment, shared benefits. Remove the circumstances, and the friendship fades. This is not cruelty. This is nature. Human beings are social creatures, yes, but they are primarily self-preserving creatures. They will prioritize their own comfort, their own survival, their own emotional needs, and so will you, if you are honest with yourself. Now you might be thinking, this sounds dark, this sounds isolating, but it is the opposite. Once you stop expecting people to be something they are not, you stop being disappointed, you stop wasting energy on resentment. You see people clearly, and that clarity creates emotional freedom. When you understand that people act according to their nature, not your expectations, you stop taking things personally. The coworker who betrayed you was not attacking you. They were advancing themselves. The friend who disappeared was not rejecting you. They were managing their own capacity. This does not mean you accept poor treatment. It means you stop expecting better treatment from people who are incapable of giving it. And here is the power in this. When you depend on no one, you become unmanipulable. Because manipulation works through dependence. The moment you need someone's approval, validation or resources, they have leverage over you. But if you are self-sufficient, if you are emotionally independent, you become free, not isolated, not cold, free. You can still connect with people. You can still love, collaborate, enjoy companionship, but you do it from a position of choice, not need, and that makes all the difference. So lower your expectations, not out of bitterness, but out of wisdom. See people as they are, not as you wish they were, and you will suffer far less. Silence is a strategic weapon. Now the second piece of armor, the power of silence. In 2026, everyone is talking, everyone is explaining, defending, justifying. You have been conditioned to believe that if you do not speak, you have no voice, that if you do not explain yourself, you will be misunderstood. Let me tell you something, the more you explain yourself, the less powerful you appear. Silence is not absence, it is presence without performance. It is confidence without validation seeking. And in a world that rewards noise, silence becomes a weapon. Why? Because silence creates space, and in that space people project their own fears, assumptions, insecurities. They do not know what you are thinking, they do not know what you are planning, and that uncertainty makes them cautious around you. Let me give you a scenario. You are in an argument. The other person is shouting, explaining, trying to convince you of their point. What do most people do? They shout back, they defend, they try to win. But what if you simply remain silent? Not out of weakness, not out of fear, but out of control. You listen, you observe, you let them exhaust themselves. What happens? They start to doubt themselves. They start to wonder if they have said too much, revealed too much. Your silence becomes a mirror that reflects their own chaos back at them. Or consider social media. Every day, people are posting their opinions, their feelings, their reactions to every event. They are explaining their choices to strangers. They are defending their lifestyles to people who do not care. And what does this accomplish? It makes them predictable. It makes them vulnerable. Because the more you share, the more ammunition you give to those who wish to undermine you. But if you remain silent, if you keep your plans, your struggles, your victories to yourself, you become a mystery, and mystery creates respect. People respect what they do not fully understand. They fear what they cannot predict. And you, by simply withholding your inner world, become both. Now, I am not saying you should never speak. I am saying you should speak with intention. Every word should serve a purpose. Every explanation should be strategic. Do not speak to fill silence. Do not speak to prove yourself. Speak only when your words carry weight. In relationships, this principle is even more powerful. How many times have you over-explained your feelings, your needs, your boundaries, only to have them dismissed or used against you later? Over-explaining signals insecurity. It signals that you are seeking permission for your own reality. But when you state something once, clearly and calmly, and then remain silent, you signal that your reality is not up for debate. Let me be even more direct. Emotional reactions feed manipulators. If someone can make you angry, make you defensive, make you explain yourself endlessly, they have control over you. But if you remain calm, if you respond with silence or with a single controlled statement, you take that control back. Calm people are unpredictable, and unpredictable people are difficult to manipulate. So practice silence, not as punishment, not as passive aggression, but as power. Let your actions speak, let your results speak, and let your silence create the space where respect can grow. Emotional detachment is not coldness. The third piece of armor, emotional detachment. Now, before you misunderstand me, let me clarify. Detachment is not apathy. It is not cruelty. It is not the absence of feeling. Detachment is control. You see, most people are slaves to their emotions. They react immediately. They feel anger. They lash out. They feel sadness. They collapse. They feel joy. They become reckless. Their emotions dictate their behavior, and therefore their emotions can be weaponized against them. But if you develop emotional detachment, you create distance between the feeling and the reaction. You feel the anger, but you do not lash out. You feel the sadness, but you do not collapse. You observe the emotion, acknowledge it, and then decide how to respond. This is power. In 2026, emotional people are predictable. Predictable people are easy to control. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone lose an argument, not because their point was wrong, but because they lost their composure? How many times have you seen someone destroy a relationship, not because of the issue itself, but because of how they reacted to it? Emotion without control is liability, and in a world designed to provoke you constantly, you cannot afford to be reactive. Social media is designed to provoke emotion. News is designed to provoke emotion. Even casual conversations are often bait, testing how much you will reveal, how much you will react. But if you remain detached, if you observe without immediately engaging, you see the manipulation for what it is. Let me give you a personal example from my own observations. I watched people in my time destroy themselves over honor, over pride, over ego. They would duel, ruin their lives, sacrifice their peace for momentary emotional satisfaction. And in your time, it is the same. People destroy their careers over a single angry email. They destroy relationships over a single impulsive text. They sacrifice their mental health for the temporary relief of expressing their outrage. But here is what I learned. The person who controls their emotions controls the situation. In a confrontation, the calm person wins, not because they are right, but because they are in control. The other person is flailing, exhausting themselves, revealing weaknesses, but the calm person is observing, calculating, choosing their moment. In relationships, detachment creates mystery and respect. When you do not react to every provocation, when you do not reward bad behavior with attention, you train the other person to treat you better, not through manipulation, but through natural consequence. And in your own mind, detachment creates peace, because you are no longer a prisoner of your feelings. You acknowledge them, but you are not ruled by them. Now, this does not mean you become a robot. It does not mean you suppress everything. Suppression is different from detachment. Suppression is denial. Detachment is awareness. You feel the emotion. You understand where it comes from. You acknowledge it is valid. But then you ask, is acting on this emotion in my best interest? Will it bring me closer to my goals, or will it sabotage me? Most of the time, immediate emotional reactions sabotage you. They give away your power. They make you predictable. They let others see exactly which buttons to push. But if you master detachment, you become untouchable, not cold, not heartless, untouchable. People will not know how to get to you. They will try to provoke you, and you will remain calm. They will try to guilt you, and you will remain unmoved. They will try to manipulate your emotions, and you will see it for what it is. And that, my friend, is freedom. Stop trying to be liked. Now, the fourth piece of armor, and perhaps the most difficult, stop trying to be liked. You have been conditioned from childhood to seek approval. You learn that being liked equals safety, that fitting in equals survival. And in some contexts, this was true. Children who are rejected suffer. Employees who are disliked struggle. But here is the trap. The more you try to be liked, the less you respect yourself, because being liked requires editing. You soften your opinions. You hide your true thoughts. You perform agreeability, even when you disagree. You laugh at jokes that are not funny. You tolerate behavior that offends you. You compromise your values to avoid conflict. And eventually, you look in the mirror and do not recognize yourself. If everyone likes you, you are editing your personality, Let me be blunt. Approval seeking destroys self-respect, because every time you betray your own truth to gain someone else's approval, you send yourself a message. You tell yourself that their opinion matters more than your integrity, that their comfort matters more than your authenticity, and over time, this erodes you. Now, I am not saying you should be needlessly difficult. I am not saying you should offend people for sport, but I am saying that the fear of being disliked should not dictate your choices, because being liked is not power, being respected is power, and respect often feels lonely. Think about the people in your life who you truly respect. Are they the ones who agree with everything? The ones who always smile, always accommodate, always avoid conflict? Or are they the ones who have clear boundaries, who speak their truth even when it is unpopular, who prioritize their principles over popularity? You respect the latter, and so does everyone else, even if they do not admit it. In your workplace, the people who are most liked are often the least respected. They are nice, they are agreeable, but when difficult decisions need to be made, they are not consulted. When leadership is needed, they are not considered, because deep down, everyone knows that a person who needs to be liked cannot be trusted to make hard choices. They will always choose the path of least resistance, the path that preserves their popularity. But the person who is willing to be disliked, that person has integrity. That person can be trusted. In social circles, the same principle applies. You have friends who agree with everything you say. They validate every feeling. They never challenge you, and on the surface this feels good. But is that real friendship, or is that just mutual ego stroking? Real friendship includes challenge. It includes honesty. It includes the willingness to say uncomfortable truths, because you care more about the person's growth than their temporary comfort. And that kind of friendship requires being willing to be disliked, at least temporarily. In family dynamics, approval seeking creates resentment. You mold yourself to family expectations. You pursue careers you do not want. You maintain relationships that drain you. You hide parts of yourself that would be judged. And why? Because you are afraid of disappointing them. Afraid of being the black sheep. Afraid of being rejected. But here is the reality. You cannot live an authentic life while seeking universal approval. It is impossible. Because authenticity means making choices that not everyone will agree with. It means having opinions that some will find offensive. It means prioritizing your own values over others' expectations. And that will make some people uncomfortable. It will make some people dislike you. And that is okay. In fact, it is necessary. Because the alternative is suffocation. The alternative is a life spent performing for an audience that does not even know the real you. The alternative is arriving at old age and realizing you never actually lived your own life. So stop trying to be liked. Instead, be respected, be authentic, be clear about who you are and what you stand for, and let the wrong people dislike you, because the right people will respect you, and that is worth infinitely more. Now, let us discuss something you will not want to hear but desperately need to understand: happiness. The modern world is obsessed with happiness. You are told to pursue it, manifest it, choose it. You are told that if you are not happy, something is wrong with you, that you need to fix yourself, optimize yourself, think more positively. This is nonsense. Let me tell you what happiness actually is: temporary relief from suffering. You are not happy, you are briefly not suffering, and then the suffering returns, because it always does, because suffering is the default state of conscious existence. You see, life is suffering punctuated by moments of relief. You are hungry, then you eat and feel satisfied for a while, then you are hungry again. You are lonely, then you connect with someone and feel fulfilled for a while, then the loneliness returns. You desire something, you obtain it, you feel joy for a moment, then the desire shifts to something else. This is the cycle, and the modern world has not changed this. It has simply accelerated it. In 2026, you have more access to pleasure, more access to distraction, more access to temporary relief than any generation in history, and yet you are more anxious, more depressed, more medicated than ever. Why? Because the modern world manufactures desire endlessly. Every advertisement tells you that you need something you do not have. Every social media post shows you a life you are not living. Every influencer sells you a version of yourself that you can only achieve by buying their product, their program, their ideology. You are being farmed for your attention, your money, your energy, and the tool they use is manufactured dissatisfaction. They make you feel inadequate, then sell you the solution. They make you feel behind, then sell you the shortcut. They make you feel broken, then sell you the fix. And you buy it. Not because you are foolish, but because you are human, because desire creates pain, and pain seeks relief. But here is what they will not tell you: the relief is always temporary. The product does not deliver lasting happiness. The program does not permanently transform you. The ideology does not solve the fundamental problem, because the fundamental problem is not external, it is internal. It is the nature of desire itself. As long as you are alive, you will want, and as long as you want, you will suffer the gap between what you have and what you desire. So what is the solution? Stop chasing. The happiest people are not the ones who have the most. They are the ones who want the least. Now, I am not telling you to abandon ambition. I am not telling you to give up on improvement, but I am telling you to recognize the game for what it is. Hustle culture tells you that rest is weakness, that if you are not constantly grinding, you are falling behind. But behind what? Behind whom? And for what purpose? You are chasing a finish line that does not exist, because even if you achieve your goals, even if you accumulate wealth, status, accomplishments, the satisfaction will be temporary, and then you will set new goals, create new desires, restart the cycle. This is not pessimism, this is reality. And toxic positivity, the idea that you should always be happy, always be grateful, always be manifesting your best life, is just another form of manipulation. It makes you feel guilty for feeling bad. It makes you suppress legitimate pain and call it negativity. But pain is not negativity. Pain is information. It is your mind telling you something is wrong, something needs to change, something needs attention. And if you numb that pain with forced positivity, you never address the actual problem. So instead of chasing happiness, which is a moving target designed to keep you running, pursue something more sustainable: contentment. Contentment is not excitement. It is not thrill. It is the quiet satisfaction of enough, of sufficiency, of not needing more to feel okay. And I will tell you from centuries of observation, the people who master contentment suffer far less than the people chasing happiness, because happiness depends on external circumstances. Contentment depends on internal acceptance, and in a world that constantly tells you that you are not enough, contentment is rebellion. The final warning: modern humans are becoming weak. Now, a final warning, because I care about your survival. Modern humans are becoming weak, not physically, though that is also true, psychologically weak, and it is not your fault. It is by design. You have been conditioned to need constant validation, to fear discomfort, to view any challenge as trauma, to seek safety above all else, and this is making you fragile. Emotional oversharing has become a currency. People broadcast their struggles not to heal, but to be seen, to be validated, to compete in a hierarchy of suffering. And this does not create strength. It creates dependence on external affirmation. Moral signaling has replaced actual morality. People perform goodness publicly while acting selfishly privately. They post the right slogans, support the right causes, but their behavior reveals the opposite. And this creates a society of hypocrites who cannot be trusted. Constant validation seeking has destroyed self-reliance. You need others to tell you that you are okay. You need likes to feel worthwhile. You need comments to feel seen. And this gives power to anyone willing to withhold that validation. I would not fear technology. I would fear how weak it makes the human mind. Because when you outsource your thinking to algorithms, your identity to social media, your self-worth to strangers, you become controllable, and controlled people do not survive. They are simply managed by those who understand the game better than they do. So here is my warning: reclaim your mind. Stop looking for external permission to exist. Stop seeking validation for every choice. Stop performing your life for an audience that does not care about you. Instead, build psychological strength, embrace discomfort, develop the ability to sit with uncertainty, with boredom, with your own thoughts, because the strongest humans are not the ones who avoid suffering, they are the ones who can endure it without breaking. And in 2026, that makes you rare, that makes you dangerous, in the best possible way. So let me leave you with this: the world will not become kinder, it will not slow down, it will not stop trying to manipulate you, distract you, weaken you, but you can become untouchable, not through aggression, not through isolation, but through understanding, through discipline, through the quiet strength that comes from knowing yourself and refusing to be moved by the chaos around you. Lower your expectations of people, and you will suffer less disappointment. Master silence, and you will gain respect. Develop emotional detachment, and you will become unmanipulable. Stop seeking approval, and you will reclaim your integrity. Understand that happiness is a trap. and you will find contentment. And refuse to become psychologically weak, even when the world rewards weakness. This is not easy, but nothing worth having ever is. If this resonated with you, stay. This channel is not for everyone, but if you are still here, then perhaps you are ready to armor your mind. And that, my friend, is how you survive 2026.